What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video we have another easy shiny hunting location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, you like these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Now, this video is exciting because I have not covered this on the channel, this whole area before, and we are going to be going to the Hollow, which is right behind me. And this area is sort of cool because it's actually the earliest place you can get Noibat, which is definitely going to be one of the more premier shinies in the entire game. Now, to begin this hunt, we're going to ride Pokemon. We're going to head over to the Hollow, which is relatively easy to get to in general via the story. And then once we're in the Hollow, of course, you want to dodge all the Pokemon that can spawn in, which is, you know, there's a lot of them, and sometimes the spawns are pretty delayed. And of course, guys, I want to mention we are recording this before the latest patch 1.2.0, so keep that in mind. So we're going to climb up here, where we get to like this second floor of this area, but not all the way to the top floor. And then we're going to get over down here in between these two rocks. When we're in between these two rocks, we're pretty much in the right area. You know, you can see the tower in the background too. And essentially, this is a nice flat zone with a bunch of spawns that are going to appear below you. And you're going to get about 10 to 15 spawns, depending on what type of Pokemon you're hunting. So to begin, we're going to just save our game, and we'll put ourselves in the middle of this area. Of course, we save our game all the time because if you make a mistake on your sandwich or you don't get a shiny in 30 minutes, you can just reload your save, come back, and it's like you never wasted your herbs in the first place. So I already hyped up our first hunt, which is going to be Noibat. And the shiny hunt Noibat, I'm going to set up a picnic. And if you get a message that says, oh, you don't have enough room, you're probably a little bit too close to the edge. You can actually get relatively pretty close to the edge like I am right here, but just keep that in mind. And my Gallade just walked off. That's hilarious. So our first sandwich, we're going to actually make a flying type sandwich because Noibat is the only flying type Pokemon that appears during the daytime. If you do this at night, there is a chance that Murkrow can appear, so keep that in mind. But if you were doing a dragon type sandwich, you would also get Gibbles and potentially Bagon too. So we're going to be doing Prosciutto and then 2 Salties for our flying type sandwich here. And there we go. We got level 3 flying for Sparkling Title Encounter and ready to begin this hunt. So with this, we're going to be able to get normally 10 Noibat spawns appearing. And you're going to have to pan the camera from left to right to see them all come in. Luckily, Shiny Noibat is very obvious to see. It's going to be like green, so you don't really need to zoom in or anything. It's just one of those where you're just going to keep resetting until you eventually get your shiny within the 30 minutes. 10 spawns is pretty nice. Of course, I wish it was 15 spawns, but it is probably the best location within the Hollow here from what I've tested. And the spawns do come in really fast, which is very nice. Some of the locations usually like, okay, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Normally these come in fast. Sometimes they can come in a little bit slow, but from my experience, usually pretty fast. And of course, oh no, now they're coming. I was about to say, they're about to prove me wrong right here when I'm recording, but no, we're good to go. So hopefully you get the luck. And of course, if you don't get the shiny within the 30 minutes, you can always just reset your game and you'll be good to go. They didn't get 10 spawns that time. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, you can always just reset your game and it's like you never wasted your sandwich. And then you can continue doing this hunt. And of course, I'm using the shiny charm with a shiny sandwich. So hopefully I'll be able to get it within a sandwich or 2. There we go. Shiny Noibat after about 8 minutes of hunting. Very fast and simple. And we get a nice little animation here. There you go. Our Shiny Noibat. Honestly, one of my favorite shinies in Scarlet and Violet. Absolutely a phenomenal Pokemon. And I have to say, Noivern is also a beautiful Pokemon. So there we go. Shiny Noibat. Fast and easy. And let's continue our next shiny hunt. Now for our next shiny hunt, we're gonna be making a psychic sandwich and we're gonna be using 1 onion and 2 salty herbs. And there we go. We got Sparkling Title Encounter level 3 for psychic type Pokemon. And with this hunt, we're be able to hunt for Meditite. And Meditite's shiny is going to be very obvious. It's sort of going to be like the exact same hunt as Noibat as they're going to be individual. But like I said, the shiny is going to be very obvious. It's going to be red instead of blue. There's going to be no Medicham spawning here. And I will say that you want to use a psychic type sandwich and not a fighting type sandwich. If you do a fighting type sandwich here, you will get Makuhitas and Hariyama, which will be a cluster spawn. And it's not the worst hunt to do both together. However, I prefer the isolated hunt here of Meditite. And there's so many locations where you can shiny hunt for Makuhita and Hariyama. So I recommend just going for a psychic type sandwich. And if you have the shiny charm and you're using a shiny sandwich, you'll probably get the shiny within a sandwich or 2. There we go. We got our Shiny Meditite within 5 minutes. Another quick and easy shiny hunt here. Our luck is going through the roof. And I don't really like this shiny, honestly. The red is really nice on it, and especially the blue on his evolution for Medicham. And yeah, this is just one of the easiest hunts that you can possibly do here. So there you go. Got ourselves a Shiny Meditite, and good luck and happy shiny hunting for you on that. And let's move on to our next shiny hunt. Now, our next shiny hunt is going to be a ghost type sandwich. I'm going to be using 1 red onion and 2 salty herbs. There we go. Level 3 sparkling title encounter for ghost type Pokemon. And with this hunt, we're going to be able to shiny hunt for Sableye. And once again, more individual spawns coming in, about 10 of these. And shiny Sableye, very easy to notice, is going to be gold. So you just got to pay attention to the gold one. Of course, when you do make a new sandwich, you will slightly move up every single time. So you will have to move back sometimes. So there you go. So it's going to be relatively easy. This Pokemon is pretty much in every cave, though. So not that special of a hunt here, but it is one of the coolest shinies in the game if you don't already have one. Now, our next hunt is a Pokemon Scarlet exclusive, and we're going to be making a rock type sandwich. I'm going to be using 1 jalapeno and 2 salties. And there we go. We got Sparkling Title and Counter Power level 3 for rock type Pokemon. And for this hunt, we're going to be able to isolate shiny hunt for Larvitar here. And once again, I said this is for Pokemon Scarlet only. So if you have Violet, unfortunately, you cannot do this hunt. But you get a lot of spawns of Larvitar. The shiny is actually pretty obvious. It's going to be like this more neon green color than like the light green color it normally has. So you just got to pay attention for a bright looking Larvitar. And with the shiny charm and a shiny sandwich, I'm sure you'll be able to get yourself a Larvitar within the 30 minutes. Now for our next hunt, we're going to be making a fire type sandwich. So I'm going to be using 1 piece of basil, 1 salty, and 1 sweet. You could also do 1 noodle and 2 salties because we're going to be hunting for shiny Salandit here. And there we go. We got Sparkling Title Encounter level 3 for fire type Pokemon. And with this hunt, so we're going to have Salandit appear in front of us, but they're going to come in as clusters and individual spawns, which is going to be really cool. So there is potential to get over 10, and we got a cluster over there. The cluster spawns are, like I said, sort of hit or miss. As you can see, 1 cluster was a little bit out of reach to the left, but it's still a pretty decent spot to hunt in. There's also a slight chance that a Salazzle can appear within the clusters too, so just keep that in mind. The shinies are sounded. It's going to be pretty obvious. It's going to be white, so if you see a full white Pokemon, you know that's going to be a shiny Sounded or Salazzle. They both have the exact same shiny color scheme to them. And you know, the big thing with Sounded is there's only a 12.5% chance that a Sounded will be a female. So getting a shiny female Sounded is going to be quite a challenge. So you can try this method if you would like to. Of course, there's other locations which I think are generally a little bit better than this spot for the shiny hunt. But just keep that in mind. If you want to do Sounded here, you can check out some of my other videos and see other Sounded locations if you're not satisfied with the spawns. And the final shiny hunt you can do in this location is going to be a normal type sandwich, which is going to be 1 chorizo and 2 salties. And there we go. We got Sparkling Title Encounter for normal type Pokemon. And with this hunt, we are going to be able to shiny hunt for Yungoos here. And we're going to get cluster spawns of Yungoos. And there can be gumshoes in the middle of the cluster as we see here, but you also get individual spawns for Yungoos too. And the unfortunate fact with individual spawns is they can take up the space of a cluster spawn. So you can get under the 10, which is unfortunate, but sometimes you get more than the 10. So there is like a pros and cons to it. Now the shiny for Yungoos is very obvious, and same for gumshoes. They have the exact same shiny. That yellow whitish strip on their back is going to be purple. So you just got to look for the most obvious purple long stripe on their backs, and then you'll have your shiny. Hopefully with the shiny charm, you'll be able to get this shiny within a sandwich or 2. The spawns can be rather finicky for this guy though, as you can see here. So there's other videos I've covered for Yungoos, which may end up being a better location, but I just wanted to thoroughly cover this location if you wanted to hunt it here. And there we go. It only took us like 5 minutes to get the shiny, but as you can see, that purple is very obvious from here. I don't even need to zoom in. And that's going to be our shiny Yungoos. So we got about half the shinies here relatively quick. So if you got some good shiny luck, shiny charm, shiny sandwich, you should be good to go on most of these hunts. And I really do like shiny Yungoos. I think it's like really cool shiny. I love the purple stripe on it. It's very pretty. And there we have it, guys. That's going to be the last hunt for this video today. And of course, guys, if you like this type of video, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you know any other good shiny hunting locations, please send them to me either in the comment section below on YouTube or send them to me on Discord. And if it's good enough, I will make a video on it and credit you. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.